Today, we're going to dive into how to grow e-commerce revenue by 300% using our unique S.P.A.M strategy. Now, if you're an e-commerce owner and developer and business owner, you definitely are probably invested in learning how to grow your e-commerce brand to the next level. And the best way to achieve that is through an email and CRM strategy. And we're going to dive into exactly how to achieve that, how to get to that level, and what you need to do to scale your brand to the next level. So for those who don't know, CRM is customer relationship marketing, how to grow the value of your customer, how to develop a better relationship with them so they purchase more and get engaged more. So if you're an e-commerce brand owner, right, most of the time you may be wondering some of the following questions when it comes to e-commerce, right? How did the digitally native brands, e-commerce brands like Casper, Brooklyn, and Away, how did they scale up to billions in just a couple short years, right? You barely heard about them in the past. They were startups and now they're unicorns in some cases. So how did they get to that level in just a couple short years? In addition, how do the top 1% of e-commerce brands utilize email and CRM to drive their sustainable and predictable growth? It's such a key channel and the top brands are using it really well. So that may be a question you're asking. How do they do that? In addition, on the flip side, how do you also stave off competition from Amazon and become Amazon-proof and recession-proof and ensure profitable e-commerce business? That's critical to a lot of e-commerce brands out there. How do you make sure you develop a relationship with your customers that Amazon can't interrupt? And finally, for those who are using paid media, such as Facebook ads or Google ads, how do you reduce your reliance on them to drive your growth? How do you make sure that you're not just spending money to get people there, spending money to get them back, and really reduce your reliance on it? It's such a critical question for a lot of brands out there because they're spending a lot to generate their e-commerce sales. So there's some key takeaways I'd like you to have from this webinar. Number one, why having an email and CRM strategy is critical to your e-commerce growth and profitability. In addition, I want you to take away how the top 1% of e-commerce brands actually utilize email and CRM to drive sustainable growth. I'd also like to show you some live examples of e-commerce brands generating those same exact returns using our very S.P.A.M strategy. In addition, I want to show you how to implement that within your own business, within your own email provider or ESP. And I want to show you how to measure success with key performance indicators and using the right tracking attribution.